Nothing. No menus. We have some things over here we can click, but really nothing that we can do. So we're going to make some pages. And as I talked about in the lesson, you have two basic categories of or types of posts you can have: page posts and posts. They're both really posts, but you can have pages or posts on a website. Typically, let's go to PalmJar real quick. We have a new design coming up. This is nice. The contributors, if you look at this, this is kind of, right? These are all these separate names. Each of these is a post, and they're author posts. Okay, if you go to Pages, Poetry, go to Tanka. Each individual Tanka is a post. Okay, does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Now, if we go to PalmJar.org, it's a home page. This is not quite done. This is not a real good example. Let's go to Stack World, which we're in actually. See, edit page. So if I go to almost all of these are categories, right? If I go, well, actually, no. If I go to Apply to Stack, for instance, that's its own page. This is a page because it doesn't have multiple things. All of these are pages. Which one of these wouldn't be strictly a page? Alumni wouldn't be strictly a page because it's going to be, see, each one of those is a post in a category called alumni. Whereas if you went to director, about the director, which is about me, this is just one page. Okay, so we can skip through this, and assignments are going to be, these are all individual posts. Okay, they're a category called assignments, and those are posts, not pages. If we're on like another website, this is mine. Each one of these portfolios, which gives you, men, women, and teens, these are posts because each portfolio. But rates and services, that's a page. About, that's a page. Contact, that's a page. Okay? So you're going to be making pages first, and it's really easy to make a page. You just kind of go over to Page, and you can either hit Add New, or you can hit All Pages, which is going to bring you up a list with the sample page. We're just going to get rid of that. And you actually have no pages. So you can click Add New here. You can click Add New here. You can also go up to here and see where it says New Post, New Media, New Page, New User. Click on New Page. Any one of these routes will give you a blank page. And there's a blank page right there. And you enter the title of the page. So we say About Me. Now, here is where you write about the page. So I am a guy who wears pants and drives a Prius. A Pius, that's a Pope. Prius. And let's say I want to bold certain things which I think are important. I can do this like this. I can add more about me here, etc. So it's just like working a regular word processor. Now, it works this way if it's set to visual. If you set it to text, you notice the type is different and it's adding coding. So this is HTML code right here. So it's adding that code. And I usually do most of my work in text because I know HTML. And it lets me do certain things like let's say I wanted to add my amazing life. And I wanted to make that like a big headline. So I would use what's called a headline tag. Now if I switch it over to visual, you'll notice, oh, it's all big. And if I go back and remove the headline tags, back to normal. So it lets you do, in text, it lets you do things like that, which if you're doing a lot of writing, you'll get good at. Okay, but for now, let's say you're going to put your bio in here. You can even cut and paste if you have your bio somewhere else. Now, sometimes what happens, let's say if I go to lukedelalio.com, and if I go there and I grab my bio, Luke hates writing bios. I can paste that in. Now, sometimes, depending on how things are written, it might add a bunch of other stuff. In this case, it adds that non-breaking space. Get rid of that. So there's my bio. Now, I can save this. Now, I got two ways to save it. If I hit Save Draft, it saves it, but it doesn't publish it. In other words, it doesn't make it accessible to people outside the website. So as you're working on stuff, you can hit Save Draft, Save Draft, Save Draft, and you can click on Preview, which will open up a new page, and there you can see about me, my amazing life, and all this. And I can even make a change here. I don't drive a Prius. I drive a Cadillac. I don't know. I don't know what I hate Cadillacs. Okay. And if I go back over to About Me and refresh it, you'll notice change to Cadillac. Truth is important. Now I hit update, and that's a mistake because that just published it. See where it says published? So if I go back to edit, I can set it back to draft if I want. And now it is back to being a draft. Eventually, you're going to want to publish stuff, and you definitely want to publish stuff if you want it to show up in a menu. But for now, I've finished this page. I've saved it as a draft. Let's save it as a published. And let's say I'm going to make another page called Contact Me. So I hit Add New, and I type Contact Me. I can be reached via carrier pigeon or homing pigeon or Rebecca pigeon. Rebecca Pigeon's an actress. And I can hit Save Draft. And I can hit Preview. And there's my page. Let's say I wanted to link to a picture of Rebecca Pigeon. There she is, Rebecca Pigeon. Rebecca Pigeon music. Oh, blocked. I can see that. All right, Rebecca Pigeon. Rebecca Pigeon. We'll just go to her wiki page. So I can copy that. I'm just going to copy that. And I'm going to go back to the edit page. And I'm going to highlight Rebecca Pigeon. Then I hit this chain, which is insert link. I paste that link in, and then I hit apply. And now I hit save draft. And now, if I refresh my contact page, I can click on Rebecca Pigeon, and it goes to Rebecca Pigeon's Wikipedia page. How's that? Pretty marvelous, huh? Not bad. If I ever want to do something like that. Let's go back to edit this. Okay. One of the things you can get used to doing when you're dealing with WordPress is kind of using this view page, edit page to bounce back and forth. So you make your, let's add messenger, passenger pigeon, passenger pigeon. They're all extinct, by the way. So I'm no longer reachable. And if I hit save draft, and if I click view page, look at that. It switches over and gives me the view page. Now, once I publish this page, now if I hit view page, it just switches it right over. And you notice it says edit page. So what I can do is pop around the website, find the page I want to edit, click edit page, and go back into it. The other way to find the page I might want to edit is to click all pages, and there's a list of all my pages that I've made so far. So if I want to see about me, I go here, there it is. If I want to see what it looks like done, there it is. And this is only with published material, published pages. When you do it as a preview or as a draft, it'll bring it up on a separate window. Okay, so now I still don't have a menu, but I do have some pages. So I'm going to go to Appearance, Menus, and I'm going to make a menu real quick. Now we have no menus here. So let's call this Main Menu. And we're going to click Create Menu. And menu structure, add menus from the column on the left. So here I have 2 pages. So I just click those 2 and click Add to Menu. And let's say I want About Me first. And then I hit Save Menu. And now it says Theme Locations. So there's 2 places where this menu can be placed. And I am going to put it, well, let me first of all, let's take a look at what it looks like if you don't do that. Okay, as you can see, there's no menu. So without putting it somewhere, it can't go anywhere. So go down over here, Primary Menu, you click that and you hit Save Menu. And if I go back to this and refresh, we should see the menu right there. And if I click About Me, there's the About Me. If I hit Contact Me, there's Contact Me. So this is the basic way to add pages to your menu. You start off by making pages, and then you put the pages into a menu by just dragging them over. Now, if you decide to, let's say we want to do a drop-down menu. If I pull Contact Me, so it's underneath that one like subservient, and then I hit Save Menu, watch what happens. Oh, see? And there it is underneath. Now, that isn't typically a structure we want to do with a contact page, but if you look at Stack World, you will notice under Assignments, under Projects, under Work, under About, we have submenus or drop-downs. How's that? So that works pretty nice. So this is pretty easy. Remember when you're doing menus to just keep hitting Save. You can change this all you want. You can even make multiple menus with different configurations. Just make a new menu. You just kind of go to Create a New Menu. And you can call it something else. Come up with some other name for it. Alt Menu. You don't even have to call it Menu. And now I can, let's say I just put Contact Me in there. And I can put this, let's put it in social media links and see what happens. I have no idea what'll happen. Stack World. Let's hit refresh. See what happens. Pretty much nothing. We have to go back and fix this other menu. See where it says Alt Menu? We want to go back to Main Menu, hit Select, drag this guy out, and save it. Once we save it, we get the both. Let's say we wanted to make, let me just kind of show you how easy it is to make multiple menus. Let's just keep adding. We're going to add the contact page a bunch. We really want someone to call us. And I'm going to move this contact menu into primary menu and hit save. And that should knock out the other menu or do something. Let's see what happens. Yes, there it is, the contact me menu. So you can have different kinds of menus floating around and use them in different spots. And some themes give you the ability to use different menus everywhere. And if you look at this particular theme, it's got one menu across the top. But if I click on, say, About, you notice I have a whole sidebar